So I'm a Sioux Falls kid and really remember being inspired in this community growing up.
I grew up on the same street as his brother-in-law and know his sister. She said, yeah, my brother's actually a choral composer. What? From Sioux Falls?
To be back here in the community that I love, with people that I grew up with, and in the spaces that I grew up singing in, and to be able to bring new music to life has just been super meaningful.
He made music his whole life, but came to choral composing and dedicating himself to choral composing later in his life. But his ascent as a composer and sort of Transept's ascent has happened in parallel over the last 6 or 7 years, and so it felt like a great fit timing-wise too.
I think All Is Miracle is a great title for the album because it really captures, I think, the essence of so much of what the album is about. One of the individual pieces in it is called All Is Miracle, and it's a piece that has a text by Charles Anthony Silvestri, and in it he explores sort of the daily common occurrences that we might be tempted to take for granted. He suggests that no, these are actually little miracles. There's something truly sacred and holy about these moments. When Tim and I were looking at the collection of texts and music in this album, that was sort of this pervasive sense that the world is pulsing with this active energy and this active spirit, and is filled with wonder and mystery and imagination, and that we are invited to welcome it, to recognize it, and then hopefully to be a part of it.
The prophets all have spoken, freeing the captives and healing all that's broken.
Half the songs are performed by the entire 40-plus member ensemble, and the other half by the smaller 12-member chamber ensemble. And there's even a couple that within the song there's dialogue between the smaller and the larger ensembles, so there's the different textures throughout the album. Instrumentally, some of the pieces are a cappella, and the other half are some mix of one of like 7 instruments, piano, organ, cello, violin, clarinet, flute, even electric guitar.
He's a rare composer who is also a poet. And so many of the things that we're doing are settings of text that he has composed. So that combination of sensitivity to language and sensitivity to music and how those two collaborate with each other is really remarkable.
Every single piece has just this spark in it.
Kyle's music is beautiful, and it fills this place excellently. Probably my favorite is just the very end of that Awake Arise, where it just like throws out that loud chord at the end, and it does. It rings forever. You just kind of tear up a little bit at the end because it's done.
Singing with Transept is something that I will always fit into my schedule. It's always warm. Tim's direction is always wonderful. They're amazing.
So I went online, listened to some videos, and was just blown away. The sublime music making was ridiculous, and the fact that they could sing any genre, like across all these genres, and they could shape the sound appropriately. Some of the melodies are hundreds of years old, reimaginings of hymn melodies. Others are brand new and newly commissioned for this project that we just finished off a few weeks ago. Texts range from scripture texts, iconic old text, hymn texts, newly commissioned texts. There's 4 world premieres on the album, and then there's some of my other more frequently performed works that have gone into this album. So I think that there's plenty of spots for people to find something that will hopefully really resonate with them.